Here, look. Here's my hand. That's how big it is. These things are freaking... On a rainy Monday, I feel it inside me, like the days of summer. On a rainy Monday, I feel it inside. No way. The past 2 weeks we've been having forks weather here where I live, and I'm really enjoying that. Likes and dislikes about the vampires in Twilight. I really like the way how they have modernized them. Sorry if you can't hear me, I'm gonna have to talk louder since there's like construction and like a chainsaw massacre going on in my backyard. Likes and dislikes. I really like the way how they almost sharpen their senses and even the appearance of them, so they not all look like they all have black hair and crap, because I get sick of hearing, you have black hair, you're a vampire, you're a goth. That tires me. I really like that, the whole appearance, but the way how people don't fear them. If you watched, I grew up with the classics. I mean, I grew up reading Black Beauty, The Secret Garden, you know, with musicals. I watched Nosferatu a couple years back. Really, that movie was okay. The music was pretty bad written for it because it didn't involve any horror whatsoever. I've always been in the whole dark horror movie scene, but really Twilight, when you say the word vampires to the modern teenager, the first thing they think of is Edward Cullen and then Rob Pattinson. They don't think anything about Dracula or Mina or any of the characters in that. That really makes me upset. You have to stick with the classics. It's not like, I mean, this Twilight is really the new hybrid brand of vampires. I mean, you had, before this, there was Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and then there was the Anne Rice novels, which I've yet to read. Here, they're good. I actually checked one out from the library. I'll have to start reading that and tell you guys how it goes. Yeah. Overall, I like the classics more than Twilight, but I like Twilight because it's something different. It's not the average teen love story. There's a bit of a twist, but, you know, how that goes. The vampires in Twilight. And I think I have fairly good reasons to. I guess you could say what I really like about the whole Twilight series is the way how the plot's set up. How they added not only vampires but werewolves, and it didn't get too cheesy. I refer everything to the original Dracula, how he could easily charm women, and Edward almost turned them away, though they probably still liked him, and ooh, you know, he's so hot. There's some things about his personality that just weren't right. Also, spoiler alert, Edward's stupid. Edward is beyond stupid. I mean, to not put Belle on birth control, and to not, sorry guys, use a condom, really? I mean, she got pregnant. How could he not figure that out? That was upsetting. That was really upsetting for me. I overall hated Breaking Dawn. It took me a long time. It took me like 2 weeks to finish Breaking Dawn just because of how much I hated it. I'd have to just read it in 10-page increments because it would make me so angry. Really, I will refer back to Dracula again. Either you can't be in the sun or else you can. The whole sparkle thing, I thought, wow, that's really original. I would have never thought of that. But then I realized, that's really cheesy. You could just go and dump glitter on your boyfriend. Could just be me, but that's just my thought on that. I would probably, if I could change them, I would make them more scary. And even some of Edward's personality traits, I think he could be a little bit more charming and even more sophisticated. And if Edward were to talk like he's from the 18th century, I really don't like the job that they did on his accent. It was most of his sentence structures and the way how he said things, except for like the first 2 lines where he says hello, like how are you kind of a thing, were okay, like the first scene in the movie. Yeah. I just like the plot of Twilight and some of the character development. But overall, I don't like Edward. Love vampires, I just really don't like Edward. So it's time for me to tell you guys about my summer plans. Um, I am an extremely good. It's going to sound like I have a big head. I'm really good at singing. I'm in multiple small ensembles at my schools. I match pitch really well. My mom's a violin teacher, so I can match almost any note I'm given. Wait, I do match any note I'm given, unless it's completely out of my range, or I can't even hit that high or that low. So I will be performing at Carnegie Hall. Woo! I'm super pumped about this. Expensive trip. I'm gonna go see 2 Broadway shows while I'm in New York, and I plan on seeing. I'm gonna go see Guys and Dolls, and then I'm gonna go see West Side Story. 2 of my favorite musicals ever. I really. Guys and Dolls is my favorite. There's like all these like leaves or something out here, man. When I get back from the trip on the 6th, I have a few graduation parties left to go to, and then the day after, the 7th, is auditions for The Wizard of Oz. For community theater. I plan on auditioning for Dorothy. I'm probably gonna bring my ukulele, go in there and sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And then over the summer, I want to see if I can change myself to be a better person, and even change a little bit of my appearance. I'd like to lose a little bit of weight, just like 10 pounds, something that I could actually do and keep off the weight. So I think 10 pounds is a good goal, and I'm already working on that.